Imagine stepping into a home where laughter is banned, joy is scheduled, and your only communication with your father is through the shrill blast of a military whistle. This was the reality for the 7 Von Trapp children until a free-spirited, singing postulant named Maria cracked the ice. While many remember this legendary movie for its beautiful mountain openings, the absolute best, most gripping core of the story happens right in the middle, where a fractured family experiences a musical resurrection, and an unspoken, forbidden love story begins to brew. When Maria first arrives at the estate, she is met with a cold front that would freeze the Austrian Alps. Captain George von Trapp, a grieving widower, runs his household like a naval battleship. He hands Maria a whistle, assigns her a unique pitch, and expects her to march to his drum. But Maria isn't a sailor, she's a force of nature. The moment the captain leaves for Vienna, she throws the rulebook out the window. She tears down the heavy, depressing drapes, stitches up play clothes for the children, and takes them out into the vibrant streets of Salzburg. This is where the magic begins. She teaches them the absolute basics of music using do-re-mi, turning a group of terrified, hyper-disciplined kids into a joyful, singing choir that completely takes over the city's hills and carriage rides. But every great story needs a collision, and it happens the second the captain returns. He isn't alone, he brings along the elegant, wealthy Baroness Elsa von Schrader, whom he intends to marry. As their car pulls up, the captain is mortified to find his children climbing trees, soaked in river water, and singing at the top of their lungs. Furious, he drags Maria into his study, accusing her of disrupting his strict order and demanding she pack her bags. But before the argument can finish, something miraculous echoes through the grand hallways. The children are singing a beautiful rendition of The Sound of Music to welcome the Baroness. The captain stops dead in his tracks. The cold, rigid exterior completely melts from his face as the music pierces through years of grief and isolation. For the first time since his wife passed away, George von Trapp joins in, his deep voice harmonizing with his children. It is a breathtaking, emotional turning point. Realizing the profound healing Maria has brought to his home, the captain humbles himself, intercepts her on her way out, and begs her to stay. The dynamic has completely shifted, the whistle is dead, and the house is finally alive. To celebrate this newfound joy and show off his stunning new fiancée, the captain throws an extravagant, glittering grand ball at the estate. The elite of Salzburg fill the ballroom, but the true emotional peak of the evening happens outside on the terrace. The children are watching the elegant guests, and Maria tries to teach young Kurt a traditional Austrian folk dance called the Lämmler. Kurt struggles with the steps, prompting the captain to step in and demonstrate. As the music swells, the captain and Maria begin to dance. What starts as a simple dance lesson quickly morphs into something incredibly intimate. They glide across the terrace, their eyes locking in a way they never have before. In the middle of an intricate, close-contact step, the music slows, and time completely freezes. The unspoken romantic tension between the strict naval captain and the young, innocent governess becomes blindingly obvious. Maria's face flushes with a mix of realization and panic, and she abruptly breaks away, completely shaken by the depth of what she just felt. The sharp-eyed Baroness notices every single bit of this unspoken chemistry. Seizing her moment, she follows Maria up to her bedroom while she prepares for dinner. With masterful, polite cruelty, the Baroness compliments Maria, casually pointing out that the way the captain looks at her makes it obvious she is deeply in love with him and that he is in love with her. Terrified of her own emotions, overwhelmed by guilt over breaking her vows to the church, and unwilling to disrupt the captain's engagement, Maria makes a devastating choice. In the dead of night, without saying goodbye to the children who adore her, she packs her single suitcase and flees back to the safety of Nürnberg Abbey, leaving the Von Trapp household completely heartbroken and plunged right back into silence.